Starting the recording, everyone, welcome back to the Weirdo Watchlist Podcast, the podcast that's about the Weirdo Watchlist found on Letterboxd, created by Tyler. Every episode, we talk about a new movie from said list. I am your host, Mikey. That is your host, Sam. How are we doing?
We are doing very well.
That is so
I feel
cool.
like we're doing very well. I saw the Hayao Miyazaki Boy and the Heron yesterday,
Yes,
and I
saw
loved
it.
it. And
Yeah,
so I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling whimsical. Let's say that.
whimsical. All right.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling less whimsical because the movie I watched that's really like sticking with me was Perfect Blue.
Oh yeah, I saw you log that.
Yeah, by Satoshi Kon. What a dour movie. That is not whimsical, but
I gotta watch that one.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
Did you see it in theaters or no?
No, I watched it. It's on the watch list too, so we might spin for it at some point.
That'd be cool.
Love to actually like talk about it in detail.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I need to watch that one. It was just in theaters, I feel like, not too long ago. I saw a poster. But
I think it was I think it was at the trial on like a couple of years ago, but it's on Shudder right now.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a weird Shudder?
Yeah. Shudder, yeah, I mean it's a thriller, so it's pretty like serious and dark time.
Okay.
Yeah,
I guess I haven't seen it.
Yeah, no, it's kind of.
I just haven't
movie.
even thought about anime on Shudder, I guess.
Yeah.
I haven't been on Shudder in years. God, I should get Shudder. Thank you for the recommendation.
We can keep talking about Shudder movies because this weekend Late Night with the Devil came out. You said you were going to see it, but you took a nap instead.
Didn't.
Yeah, but I saw
took a nap instead.
So I can talk about it. It's pretty freaking great. It kind of rocks.
Yeah, I hate that unfortunately the reviews are getting bombed because of some AI shit, it looked like.
Yeah, the directors, not even like studio hands like putting it in, but like directors went ahead and used some AI assets, like AI generated images for some like like between like commercial break assets and like even maybe some like of the set design parts of it.
Yeah, that's what I had seen too. Yeah, and I don't know, whatever. Like you don't need to review bomb it.
Yeah, I can't fucking say like people review bombing it and like I get it if you've seen it, and that's like where you take your stand, but it's like I don't like it when it's just like a personal thing. I don't like it when people like choose to leave a negative review for a movie they just haven't seen, whether like it's out of principle or not. It's like it's like with this one, it's a little more understanding because AI is such like a fucking like pot of bees, a can of worms that we don't want opened.
Right.
But with like most often I see it was like Star Wars, when they just hate because they're bitter idiots who like only care about men and dudes in their movies.
True.
So
true.
That's I mean we won't like touch the can of worms either because there has not been much of a healthy discussion on the topic on the internet, at least.
Yeah, and
people get real weird about it.
Yeah, and those opinions aside, movie looks great.
The movie is pretty great. In like
what's that guy's name?
David Dastmalchian.
Okay, I already forgot it, but he's great. I like him in a lot of shit. Whatever I've seen him in.
Yeah, no, he's really good. He like most of the time he does like supporting stuff. Like he shows up as like one character in Dune. He's like a character for 2 minutes in The Dark Knight, Blade Runner. He shows up in Prisoners too, and like he's Polka Dot Man in the Suicide Squad.
Did you see that one?
I did. It's a great movie.
I like it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'd love to rewatch.
And he's great in it.
Yeah. No, he's fantastic.
He keeps seeing his mother as like everybody, and that's the funniest shit to me. That is such a fucking funny idea. He sees King Shark, but like it looks like his mom.
Yeah. It's like every time I bring him up, it's like, yeah, no, it's David Dastmalchian, our favorite character actor. And then my fiance will be like, I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. And then I'll just say, like, it's Polka Dot Man. And then she gets all excited.
Right. Your name is too hard to remember, sir.
Polka Dot Man. Easy enough.
Polka Dot. You are now Polka Dot Man.
Yeah.
But he must be great in the movie, I assume.
He's fantastic in the leading performance. Yeah, and all the other human elements of the movie work like phenomenally. There's a lot of like just insane moments. It really is like one of the better horror movies like I've seen in the past year. I mean, like,
Okay.
I like.
Is it on Shudder?
It'll be on Shudder like later, either like later like next month. I think end of April. It'll be on there for sure.
Cool. Cool.
But yeah, it's pretty great. I mean, I think the best horror movie I have seen recently is still Skinamarink, also a Shudder funded.
Oh, you're
movie.
a fan of Skinamarink?
Love it.
Okay, haven't given it a shot yet, but I know what it is, and I feel like that might ruin the. Does that ruin going into it, not knowing a little bit?
I think it's better if you like know what to expect. Than,
yeah, just weird camera angles, I guess.
Yeah, if you go in knowing that, then it helps. Than not knowing what you're about to watch and then being bored out of your skull for an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, I'll try it out. Skinamarink.
Great movie. I love it. Lots of people don't, but a lot of
it's a divisive one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's that. One of the more divisive I've seen on Letterboxd, other than like Freddy Got Fingered.
Oh, I love Freddy Got Fingered.
It's a great movie. We should talk about that.
People not like it?
People think it's insufferable, but I think that's part of why I think it's so fucking funny.
Insufferably funny, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. I've seen the movie a few times already.
I have kind of a fun story about that one. Not that cool, but got my appendix taken out, and I was in the hospital for 6 or 7 days. 6, I think. So it was like real bad. It like blew up, and blah, and I'm like on drugs in the hospital for days, and like I couldn't stomach anything. I was puking up bile, and I'm in and out of like drug sleep, and there's a TV wheeled in, and there's a couple movies that are chosen. Me and my mom is there as well. And we watched Freddy Got Fingered, and the scene, and this is the first time I'd ever seen it, and it made me laugh so fucking hard. It was like truly like the first time I was having like some kind of like, I don't know, psychedelic experience, being that high in a hospital and watching Freddy Got Fingered. When he's like, what does he have, like a fucking moose, or not a moose, like an ant? Yeah,
like the fucking deer skin.
Yeah, that shit was like tripping me the fuck out.
And that scene specifically makes me laugh every time, too, when he gets fucking hit by the truck, and he just, like, slides across the fucking road.
Yeah. It's a great movie. But the doctor came in right at the scene where he's, like, whipping the girl in a wheelchair in the legs.
Yeah.
Like, sexually.
Yeah, she's, like, paralyzed from, like, I think, like, the waist down, so she can't feel her legs, and she gets off by somebody beating her with, like, a fucking bamboo stick.
And then he misses. He hits her right in the freaking like chest or face or something like that.
He doesn't miss. He purposefully hits her in the face because he doesn't know. It's like, Gordy, what the fuck? It's like, I thought you liked it.
That's gonna have to be a rewatch for me. That's gonna have to be a rewatch soon.
I think it's still on the Criterion channel. Yeah, they're doing like a whole Razzies collection on the channel this month. So. That one, cool. Nicolas Cage's Wicker Man. I might pop that one on tonight later, I think.
Not the bees.
Yeah, I've had a copy ever since I started earning money, right? I've had a copy, like one of the first things I ever bought with money was Nicolas Cage's The Wicker Man from Pan America, and I've had it for years. It might be on the shelf like behind me.
Yeah.
I see it right here. Yeah. You can't see it because you can't see, but yeah, I've had this copy of Wicker Man for I think like 10 years, and I have not watched the movie. I've never watched
like,
it.
Tonight, tomorrow, come on.
I'll watch it while it's on Criterion Channel.
Well, that's the most insulting thing I've heard to that DVD. Who has been waiting 10 years to be played, and then you go play it, you fucking stream it. That DVD has been loyal. It's come with you probably multiple places.
No, I think it has actually. I think it has, yeah.
Yeah, and you're gonna stream it right in front of it, probably too, in the same room.
It'll be on my phone when I'm upstairs.
Oh my God, don't let them see.
Yeah, I'll just like fucking like picture my parents while I'm like bang and just like turn the photo down.
Oh wow. Freddy Got Fingered. Yeah, I gotta rewatch that.
I watched it like earlier this month already. As soon as it hit the Criterion Channel, I gave it a rewatch.
Oh, really? Have you seen the movie? Oh, nice. Have you seen the movie Kung Pao?
Oh, Enter the Fist?
Yep.
I haven't. I've been meaning to for a while. I got some friends who want to watch it with me. That's why, like, at this point, I'm still
Oh
waiting to
yeah.
see it. Yeah.
It's very good. I own it on DVD, and it's a good one. I've had to buy it twice, so because I lost it one time. But that's like for like Freddy Got Fingered esque humor, sort of. I guess maybe it's a little different, but that type of laughter, that type of humor to me, Kung Pao nails it. 100% perfect. It's the funniest shit.
Yeah. It's
I
like
also watched it when I was in middle school for the first time, so maybe
sure.
I'm swayed. But what if we watched Freddy Got Fingered for the first time in 2024? Maybe we wouldn't have liked it. Maybe we'd
I
have been
can
like
no listen,
this.
listen. I can tell you because I'm like the film club I'm part of.
Mm,
I made them watch Freddy Got Fingered all for the first time.
do
Yeah,
they like it?
it was a huge hit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They understood that maybe it is supposed to be just like purposefully one of the worst fucking comedies ever, where it's just
Yeah.
obnoxious to be because Tom Green didn't want to fucking make a movie and just purposefully sabotaged it. And maybe some of the others didn't get it because it is insufferable to some.
God damn. Daddy, would you like some sausage?
I think, listen, Rip Torn in that movie, I think is fucking tastic.
Hmm.
He is insane. Rest in peace, Rip Torn.
Rip Torn.
Yeah, I did watch a couple other movies from the watch list this past
Oh, did
week.
you?
Yeah,
Like?
Planet of the Apes and Beneath the Planet of the Apes are two apes movies
Ah,
that are on the watch
that,
list.
is that the direct sequel to that first one?
Yeah, I had like back in 2017, right? War for the Planet of the Apes is coming out, and a
Yeah.
friend of the show, Vinny, organizes everybody to watch the whole Apes franchise. You know, the original Pentology, the Tim Burton, and then
Wow.
the new ones
Oh,
leading up to it.
okay.
Right? I missed day one where we watched the original
Oh,
Planet of the Apes, but I joined for day two when we watch the following four in that pentology.
yeah.
So
So you got
since
kind of just a trash fire a little bit.
I'll talk about that in a second, but since 2017 up until now, I had seen all of the other Planet of the Apes movies except for that first original one, and I just never bothered until recently because I think like May, June, there is a new Apes movie coming out, Kingdom of the Planet of
Yeah.
the Apes, which I'm excited
Yeah.
for.
Me too. Hope they don't fuck it up.
I hope they don't fuck it up. But now I have seen the original 1968 Planet of the Apes, and it is
Yeah.
great.
Isn't it?
I love it. Yeah, no, it is pretty great.
Yeah, I rewatched it about a year and a half ago. Yeah, it's very good. It is
Yeah.
very good.
No, like the makeup effects I think are fine because it is 1968, and I think that adds to the charm the movie has. Especially when
Yeah.
the two apes kiss, they just kind of like mush the masks together. But
Yeah.
the whole movie the movie's like main themes are like like religion and like using religion to like control people and like control the science. I think is like fantastic, especially for 1968.
Yeah.
What really makes it fucking crazy is Beneath the Planet of the Apes, which I will not go into detail about because that is one of the most insane fucking sequels I think I've ever seen, and I've seen it already, so I rewatched it the other night, and it is like quite the deranged fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen it. I remember what it is about, but I don't remember much about it.
yeah, it's the things they pull in that movie. Again, we'll save the details
Sure.
because if you do decide to watch it before we get to talk about it, you guys are in for a fucking wild ride, I think.
I just gave away literally all of my Planet of the Apes DVDs. I had is there six of them? I
There's
had six
five.
of them
There's
plus like a.
five in the original series,
I see.
and
Okay, so
then
I
the
had
Tim Burton.
five plus a bonus disc. I also got rid of the Tim Burton one.
Fair. That's
I
that's
didn't.
that's
I
one
didn't.
you can get rid of.
Yeah, I got rid of like probably 100. You saw the box that I was getting rid of. Finally, just
Mm.
done. I just gave it away for free.
Yeah.
Just said it. You know what? Done. I'm not gonna ask. People are gonna. I want Gone Girl for $2. I'm like, don't waste my time. Don't waste my time with $2. I just take all of it for free,
Just yeah.
please. So I did. Got rid of it. And Planet of the Apes and Beneath Planet of the Apes was part of that. So that's okay though, because streaming exists.
Yeah,
Isn't
streaming.
that right, Mikey?
Streaming does exist. Yeah, you can ask Nicolas Cage when I watch Wicker Man later.
Yeah, yeah, right. Uh, but yeah. So then the third one. Okay, now that we're on it, now I just think because there's one of them that I really liked, and it might have been the third one, but I don't even remember
The
what the
third
hell they're
one
about.
is Escape from the Planet of the Apes, which
Mm,
kind of like flips the script. It puts the apes in the human world, which is like that's the main plot of the
that's
movie.
right.
So,
I liked that
and
one.
then
Okay,
like the
I
rest of them
did.
build off of that.
Oh, they
Which,
do.
yeah, which like I think it's like battle and then conquest for the
I
apes.
might
Yeah,
not have even
yeah,
seen
it's
Conquest,
conquest
to be
of
honest
the
with you.
Planet of the Apes and then battle for the Planet of the Apes.
Man, maybe I shouldn't have got rid of them. Now I want to rewatch them all.
I'm gonna
Shit.
rewatch them
Couple days too late.
pretty quickly. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
fuck
hey,
yeah.
listen, you just said if they're all on streaming, you can. Oh, they're on Stars. It looks like.
Hey, in a week I'll have internet again. I'll be moving out of this place, having internet again. I won't have to do this weird setup. I'll have a PC and the Wi-Fi that these kids are talking about. So
This
cool.
newfangled 5G that's gonna that make that's they tell me won't give me cancer.
Well, I want it. Give it to me. Drinking out of plastic jugs.
I think I don't know if internet's gonna affect whether you keep doing that or not.
Nah, the government's got me. They got it in the tap water. I'm fucked, buddy.
They're fucked.
It's all over for me, buddy. It's just game over. If you see me, just pretend you don't know me, all right? What if I just hung up on you and never
That'd
talked
be
to you again after that?
that'd be insane. I don't know what I would do with the rest of this episode.
All right? You'd reach out and be like, bro, nope.
Is he doing this? Do I continue and just talk to myself for 45 more minutes?
I've always wanted to do like a bit that serious, like just completely end a friendship with somebody just for a meme. But
Just
it won't
cold,
be
just
you, buddy.
cut off like completely.
Yeah.
That'd be
Oh.
bizarre, yeah.
Um. What else? Did you say you watched something else, right?
It would have been
Right.
apes. I'm like looking back to
Eh,
like what I watched like before because I know
mm,
we talked about Zone of Interest
yep.
and then the
Well,
Oscars happened.
we haven't talked about Hayao Miyazaki's The Boy and the Heron, which I've seen now.
I think we started with that, but then quickly moved on.
Yeah,
So we can
yeah,
actually talk about that a
quickly.
bit more in depth.
Did you like it?
I did like it. I thought it was really great.
It's really great, of course. It is very whimsical. And like the sense of discovery, very much like Spirited Away, is so much there. It's so alive. Like
Hmm.
this movie really trickles in with like the magical stuff. It's really real at the beginning, and the flame animation at the beginning
Oh
where he's
yeah.
running towards the hospital. Wow. Anyway, but then like it's all like this realistic, and then the heron comes in and it's kind of weird. Things get weirder, things get weirder. Boom, the whole movie is fucking weird. It really like lets that happen naturally, and where the characters don't really question it, and I love that. It's such a Hayao Miyazaki Studio Ghibli like staple, and I don't even know how to put it into words exactly, but it's
Yeah.
just such a good feeling.
And
I
then
really liked it.
yeah, I didn't get the chance to watch it in Japanese, but I did see it in
Me
IMAX.
either. Me either.
Robert,
But
we can talk about Robert Pattinson as the Heron because
yeah,
what a
wild. Didn't
performance
know
that
that.
is. Yeah, that's a crazy
Yeah.
performance.
Yeah, all the voice. I mean, for an English dub, very very
It's
well done.
yeah.
Not that Hayao Miyazaki movies usually aren't, but like, yeah, Willem Dafoe. Um,
He's got like two lines of dialogue, and you would think he would be the Heron. You know,
yeah, I thought he was.
you
I
hear
thought he was when I saw him in the credits, and I'm like, oh. And then I looked, yeah, wasn't.
he was a different bird, but not the Heron.
Florence Pugh was
Florence,
really great in it.
yeah, but I think she plays like two different characters, but it's also the same
Really?
character. Yeah, I think she's like
Oh,
one of the
right,
old
because she's
ladies.
old.
Yeah, yeah, one of the old ladies, and then she plays like the younger version of that with the boat
Yeah,
and
Kiriko.
the little guys.
Yeah.
New,
Yeah, and then it just gets really magical. Like it is just it takes you into this. It like brings you into this dream state and just takes you on this awesome ride at the end. Um, I didn't love the ending though. I feel like it didn't wrap things up or something. It felt very abrupt to me. Maybe that's just me. It's been a while since you've seen it, hasn't it?
yeah, I saw it when it was like in its like theater run, but
Yeah. It's still at AMC. It has not left AMC,
really,
I don't think. Maybe for a few days here and there, but like I've been like watch I mean, I look at the showtimes all the time. It has been there. And it is one showtime a day now. But me and two other people were there yesterday, so
yeah. But I mean, yeah,
yeah.
again, like I know a lot of people like complain that like the movie like doesn't have a narrative, which I think I kind of like vibe with because again, it is just taking you on like yeah, like classic Ghibli like whimsical journey
Yeah,
through.
it's very like Spirited Away is like I mean, this is a very much a successor, I feel like, to that kind of movie.
Yeah.
Uh it feels similar with its magic and its I don't know, weirdness. The frogs, remember the frogs all going up onto Mojito? Join us, and all the frogs
I
are
like
like
the parakeets because those guys are like kind of scary. Dave Bautista
kind of
too as
scary.
like the king parakeet. That was
That's right.
another underrated vocal
Yeah, I
performance.
already I want to rewatch it already, and I didn't like. I wasn't blown away, but I feel like on a second watch it'll be even better.
Yeah, when you like get it more, you know.
Yeah, like I know what to expect now. I can pick up things a lot better, and I can just enjoy the shit that I noticed the second
Yeah.
time. And I'm sure it's just chock full of a rich story that's in there somewhere but not explained.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's not fed to you, and I love that.
The fucking score too is also like one of my favorite of the years.
Yeah, did you have like a pre-show like interview with that guy
No, I didn't.
at your screening?
No.
Okay, I think it's an added thing for like lately, but the composer was saying that this film Hayao Miyazaki had it completely finished, like 95% finished without music even being written, and it was just like no music at all. And then he went to the composer and said, "I want you to write the music to the movie for the first time," and like put his faith in him. And yeah, fucking
It
kills it.
yeah, no, it fucking rocks.
Yeah, he's playing
It's
with
like
motifs like left and right over here, the piano. Oh man.
it's so fucking good. Yeah, I was like fucking blown away listening to that in IMAX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a cool little interview with that guy. He's yeah, it was interesting. But
Yeah.
yeah, very good not soundtrack score. Um yeah, what? Wow. That's a weirdo one. I'd put it on the weirdo watch list any
Sure.
day.
Weird little guys
Any
in it.
day.
Weird little
The weird
guys.
little
Robert
guys.
Pattinson.
Oh yeah. Love
Um,
all that.
yeah, and then it won Best Animated Picture.
I know, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
I think
good
it was
for
like a like either
them.
that or Spider Verse was gonna win,
Yeah.
and then all the real animation fans were like, it
Did
should go to.
Spider-Verse 1 win though?
It did, yeah,
I think it did. Yeah,
yeah.
we don't need to give the second one the one. Share the love. Hayao Miyazaki needs one. Did he
He
not have
hasn't
one?
had one
Maybe.
since Spirited Away. I think.
Okay, yeah.
I think Howl's Moving Castle lost to Wallace and Gromit, which is a funny one to lose to, but Curse of
Curse
the
of the
Were
Were
Rabbit.
Rabbit?
Yeah,
That's an Oscar-winning movie, huh?
yeah. I think
That's
that.
funny
I
as
mean,
well.
I think that would be like Cars also, because that was the Pixar movie
Wow.
from that year, and then
Wow. What an upset.
yeah, and then I think like somebody mentioned like The Wind Rises. I don't even know if it got nominated. It might have, and I'm just like
Mm,
stupid. But that one lost to Frozen the year that came out.
that's fair. I haven't seen The Wind Rises, but I
Neither
heard
have
it's
I.
about Hayao Miyazaki's life a little bit.
And another one where it's like I'm gonna retire forever. This is
Yeah.
the my life movie, and then he did it again 10 years later, and now he doesn't want to actually retire. He's like, I'm coming back. I'm back in the studio, boys. Look at my
Yeah.
ideas. And then they're trying to keep him out. They're trying to kick him out the door.
You're old. Go home.
You're old. Please trust your son. He's like, my son's bad. My son's bad at making these movies. Let me keep doing it. And then his son's like, Father, please let me. I'll get it. I'll get it right this time.
What was that really bad one? That Earwig or something?
Yeah, Earwig and the Witch, I think, and then it was like 3D animated, which I think is justified for why Hayao hates his son.
Yeah, right. Wow.
Yeah.
So tell me.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie of the week?
I have seen the movie of the week.
Tell me what the movie of the week is.
Well, for this main topic of the Weirdo Watchlist Podcast, the podcast about movies we watch from the Weirdo Watchlist, created by Tyler on Letterboxd, we watched 1983's Hercules, directed by Luigi Cozzi and starring Lou Ferrigno as Hercules.
Amazing. And there's a sequel?
And there is a sequel, which I thought about watching before the show, and and after finishing this movie, I was like, I will not. I will opt out of doing that, because I did that for Ring Zero, which meant I would have to watch, Ringu. Good movie. Pretty good. I'll probably watch it again so I can like it more.
Yeah.
But Ring Zero was not good.
I forgot about that movie. Wow.
I think it's definitely one of the worst movies we've watched, but
yep.
I think that's because that one's just boring, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hercules, on the other hand, has a sequel, but I did not watch because I did not like this movie.
Yeah, it was sometimes a hard watch. It was a little slow moving at times. But I really enjoyed myself. I was having a great time for most of them. Also, I watched it in like 3 segments, which I feel like helped a lot. You know what I mean?
You're able to pace it out, yeah.
It also felt like a bunch of episodes of a TV show put together.
Okay.
Because he would go do the gladiator challenge. And then next thing, like literally like 2 scenes later, he has a whole nother mission with somebody else. He has to clean the stables. Oh, he's going to reroute the river. Oh, he's going to go to the pits of hell and get this thing. Like every little thing was like so random. They would teleport somewhere. And it felt very episodic. And I feel like splitting it up helped that a lot. And the last third, I watched at 2 times speed, which was so much better. Or 1.5 times speed.
Yeah.
That movie's so slow. Holy shit.
Yeah.
They were taking some, but god damn, there's some funny stuff in there. He drop kicks like a bear into space. Do you remember that?
Yeah, he did do that. Yeah.
He kicked the bear into space. That was the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Was not kind to that bear. No, the one thing I gotta figure out, right? I gotta figure this out, right? Movie starts, and it starts with like them talking about the space elements, right? You remember the space elements more than I do. It's like what, life, water, titties.
Yeah. Yep. Those are the elements. No, it's light, dark, and then like air, and something else or something. And it was like things that don't really go together.
Stuff that doesn't make sense in the real world, but because this is a Canon Films sword and sorcery movie, it does make sense. Mm-hmm. All the Greek gods live out in space on a rock instead of fancy Mount Olympus, probably due to budgetary reasons, because this is still a Canon film. Yeah.
Wow, that first scene was a long one too, though, in space.
They're like explaining it.
Yeah, it was long.
Yeah,
it was like a 5-minute scene
until
you even got to the gods.
They kill the gods. Do they kill the gods, or who do they kill? They're killing dudes, right? Or is it just some king bozo because the other bozo wants the power?
Oh, yeah.
And then they steal the sword.
Oh yeah, at the end.
Oh, you know what? It's Zeus is still Hercules' dad, as per the lore, the real lore.
Yeah.
And then I
I
watched
feel
this
like
movie. I watched this movie a week ago, and I'm barely remembering any of it.
there. Let me remind you of some of the best shit that I remember from
Sure.
this. Uh, the terrible, terrible like metal contraptions that he would have to fight. The
Yes.
god would send down a metal contraption. It's like, this one will work. It has fire coming from its eyes, and it was always like, I don't know, stop motion or what it was,
Yeah.
but like kind of funny, kind of hilarious, very
That's
Power
that's
Ranger-y.
yeah. That's fun. That's a weirdo element.
Yep. There was a scene where Lou Ferrigno grew, like with magic, grew to a giant size and rerouted a river.
Yeah. Did he split the mountains or did he push them together?
Oh yeah, he split the mountain so the water could get through.
Got it. Yeah. He did that.
Uh, he even rerouted a river, which was maybe the most boring scene, but he had to clean those stables, right?
So
And he's like,
to prove his worth, and he's like casual about
I
it.
guess. He's like, but they didn't say how to clean them. I'm gonna reroute the river to go through the stables and clean them.
Here's what he
And
does.
he throws
Right.
2 rocks.
He pushes 2 boulders down a canyon, and that reroutes the river up the canyon through the stables to clean it spotless.
And then it stops. And then, yeah, spotless. It looks like it was scrubbed.
Yeah.
That was some funny shit.
And I was like, why'd you get rid of all the hay? The horses need that to sleep on. They're not just going to sleep on the cold granite. Are you insane, Hercules?
Oh, and then like all the different like love interests, just women with big titties, which was wow. Wow, they really popped them out in the 80s. They were like almost all the way out. All the titties in this movie.
It's a canon film sword and sorcery movie. They got to have almost titty.
Yeah, wow. Some really good ones too, which was great. And then God, what else was really, really good in this movie? Because there was so much. I didn't like most of like the god stuff where the man with the very fake like haired beard, Zeus, I guess it was.
Well, there's like
No, it wasn't Zeus.
There's like King Minos. Who is it? Yeah,
King
King
one,
Minos. Right? He's the guy who's like with the other woman who might be a god, might not be.
Mechanical trappers.
And she's the one who keeps sending down the robots. You know.
Yeah.
She sends out like
one
robot
fucking crazy.
Before Hercules knows he's like Hercules, and he just like stabs it with a rock or like a big tree he finds, and then takes care of that. And then she's like, "Let me send another one down." And then Minos is just saying like, he defeated the other one pretty quickly. I don't know what you want me to do here.
This one has fires coming from its eyes, and cosmic rays.
It's got 3 heads.
They will be disintegrated.
Yeah, and then Hercules
very
beats
like corny
one.
villain shit.
Yeah,
very funny to me. There was a really, really good death. The sorceress lady who was helping him. They send like a love. Aphrodite's love spell down to her, so she falls in love with Hercules, and then she loses her powers because she can't love, or she loses her powers, and then she gets hit with something. I don't know. She got stabbed or something, and she dies. And she's like, "Hercules, you must go on, you must," and then just die. Like something really just like she was like full on alive, and then it's time for me to die now. It was so funny. God damn. Horny movie with a fire sword at the end, holding in the phoenix.
Yeah, big greased up Lou Ferrigno. He's like always glistening. Don't know how, but he glistens every time, all the time. Doesn't stop. And does Lou Ferrigno just actually sound like a normal guy? Because I was under the impression that he sounded like a lot more like closer to like I don't know, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, just like just big a voice, you know.
Just a big gravelly guy.
Yeah, just someone who sounds like all he does is just build up his body. It just lifts weights.
Eat red meat.
Yeah. I always was under the impression he just sounded like a big guy, but here he sounds like a normal guy.
He sure was very handsome in this movie.
He's a big guy. Big muscly man, yeah.
Not for me, but his face, his chiseled features and the beard.
I'm looking at him. Yeah.
I was watching this during my lunch hour 2 times. So I watched it in 3 segments. 2 times we're at lunch because I have an hour lunch at school. But two girls also sit in the same room that the TV is in. So they watched it. At least they watched it today. The first day they didn't, but because it was terrible, I went to another room. But today they were in there the whole time, and they were kind of watching it, and mostly talking about, oh, that girl's titties are fake, for sure.
Sure, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, what you'd expect. And they were talking about how hot Lou Ferrigno was, and I'm like, yeah, I suppose, yeah, you're right. You are right.
See, I'm not brave enough to watch any of these kind of movies, like, in a public setting. Like, I'm like, some of them, like, I'll be able to, like, get away with watching in front of, like, my fiance, you know, like Slacker would be an easy one, or
Sure.
even like this one would be like, but in a public setting, you know, like sitting down just like in just like the rest area of school.
Yep, had the sound bar on, everything.
Yeah, like that's insane.
I mean, so it's like upstairs. It's like almost an attic where they throw the massage students, and it's just me and those two other girls in that room, and they're fucking cool as shit. Like they're vibing, and I'm like, hey, I'm in this fucking little podcast thing. Can we watch this movie?
I got a podcast, guys.
Listen, I have a podcast. I can't let my viewer down. Austin,
enemy of the show. He doesn't watch the movies before he listens. That's why he's the enemy.
That's awful.
He's gonna text me about this conversation too.
Put the work in, buddy. Come on.
Yeah, he's gonna get real mad when he listens to this episode. By the way,
he invited me over finally.
Yeah.
I don't know when the next one is, but I'm gonna come, and hopefully you'll be there too.
Oh, for the fucking film club.
Yeah.
That son of a bitch. He keeps inviting people who aren't part of the film club.
Listen, pal. I'm in. Too bad.
Whatever. Yeah, you've already been invited. I can't tell him to just uninvite you.
Why, is it a pretty packed room or what?
Yeah, there are 7 chairs. One of them is a love seat, and there's already 6 of us in there.
Damn.
Yeah. And knowing him, he's also going to invite my fiance, and then the 2 other people in the club. He's going to invite their girlfriends. And just turn it into a whole, like, let's hang out at Austin's house instead of let's watch this very serious, unfunny, noir from the 50s.
It's hard to watch serious movies in groups. I'll say that much.
Not for like not for the 5 of us.
Yeah, you guys are pretty good at it.
Yeah, because we're all there to watch a new
invite all those girls over. It's not going to happen though.
Too many women.
Don't do it.
Too many women.
Too many cooks.
Boys only.
Boys only club.
Anyway, like the 5 of us are all there to like really like sit and watch like a movie we never would watch otherwise, you know. And then I'm sorry we're talking about you, Austin, in such a mean-spirited way. We appreciate everything you do for us, but goddamn, sometimes you really bust my balls.
Listen, Austin, it's true. You probably made a mistake because inviting one more person is bad, but inviting me, the guy who's probably not going to pay attention very well, you fucked up, buddy. You just ruined the movie club, and I'm coming.
We don't have a set date for the next one, but
I'm actually moving like an hour north anyway, so it might be even hard for me to get there. So
there you go. Yeah, especially we watch 2 movies every time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I was actually thinking about starting my own little movie club that you and Austin will be invited to. But I'm also in Zimmerman, so that's really far away.
That's a long drive, and I know I'll have to go get Austin, and he's like 20 minutes south of me.
Yeah, that's going to be a whole thing.
Yeah. I have to drive.
This is why we stream things. This is why we stream. This episode brought to you by streaming movies.
The Criterion Channel.
The only way to do it.
When you can watch Nicolas Cage's The Wicker Man.
And Freddy Got Fingered. What else do you need?
That's the only 2 movies you need. Hercules 1983, you don't need it.
Yeah. Next film club at Austin. It's going to be Freddy Got Fingered.
Again.
And The Wicker Man. Again? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Can't do that. Well, so, okay. Back to Hercules.
Back to Hercules.
Which I would have this. Okay, imagine though, watching Hercules with a couple buddies in Austin's like little theater. That would have made the movie so much better for you. I guarantee it.
I'm sure.
I
Yeah.
think. I think maybe I liked it more because I did have two people like watching it with like. There's something about that like. Are you seeing this fucking crazy shit? Like holy, and then like laughing about it. I don't know.
Especially since they, like I'm sure they've never seen a movie like Hercules.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
they're just used to like again like not to say like normie movies, but just like not Hercules from 1983.
Yeah. I wonder if the sequel's worse. I didn't look at the ratings, but
I got
it's
it
got
up
to
on
be, right?
Letterboxd right now. So 2.6 for Hercules 1983 with 3 fans, by the way. What's going on here? 2 of them are 5 out of 5, so those guys must be seeing something we're not. And then 2.7 and no fans for The Adventures of Hercules.
Mm,
So it's a 1 point more.
difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably never watch it. But I will say that I did have fun with this one. I really did.
It's got its moments, but yeah, by the time it hit an hour, I was like, all right,
Yeah. And I feel like the
keep
first
going.
part was maybe the most boring. And maybe the last act is a little convoluted. Like it gets a little crazy. They go to hell, they go to a green world. They go all these places real quick.
Yeah.
And it gets a little overwhelming, but you know what? Watch at 1.5 speed and just enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Smoke a little, maybe. You know what I
Find
mean?
some random women to like commentate behind you while you watch it.
Yes. Yeah, watch it. Watch it in places you shouldn't, like school or work. But like, make sure it's full volume, and other people kind of have to watch it. That makes it a little more fun to watch. Lou
Yeah.
Ferrigno looking good, and the green world. Speaking of, he just looked like the Hulk. He was just green. He's the Hulk. Lou Ferrigno played the Hulk.
He is the Hulk. Yeah.
Hulk. Did you know I'm somehow related to Bill Bixby, the actor? Who I don't know if you know Bill Bixby, but
I feel like I've
he
just
played.
heard that name recently.
Yeah, he played a few things, but he was not Bruce Banner, David
Bill
Banner.
Bixby.
Somehow related. Don't know how. Maybe it's a lie, but what a boring lie to tell. So how could it be? How could it be
Oh.
untrue?
He plays the regular guy, Bruce Banner.
Yeah, is it Bruce or is it David?
David Bruce Banner is what I'm looking at.
Oh, I see. I see. Yeah. Um, I've never really actually watched the show. I just know what,
Sure.
pop culture. We all know what it looks like.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic. Lou Ferrigno, the guy.
He's a big guy.
He was in a comedy probably like 10 years ago. What was it? I Love You, Man. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
I swear to God, he was in that like as Lou Ferrigno, and I don't remember why I remember that, but I remember thinking it was very funny. Another rewatch. Damn, so many movies to rewatch.
God, I've got the Letterboxd for that movie pulled up right now. I'm like scanning the whole cast list, trying to like fucking find it. Trying to find him specifically. I'm looking at Aziz Ansari, Lou Ferrigno. There he is. Yeah, as himself. Look at that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a rating, and it's gonna be hard because it's gonna be a low rating, but I don't want to hurt its feelings because I had a good time watching it.
Listen, Letterboxd has a heart button for a reason. That's why it's there, so you don't hurt its feelings.
Okay,
It's like you
I'll
can be
give it
like, I hate this movie, but I also kind of like it.
I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5
With a heart.
with a heart, which means the world.
Yeah, that means, you kind of fucks with it.
I do fucks with it, and it's a potential like rewatch. If I need to throw something on, and Tubi is available, and like a bunch of people are stoned or something in a room, and I need background sounds,
Sure.
these weird sci-fi colors that are happening in Hercules is fantastic.
Yeah.
Weird, beautiful, ugly shit happening on that TV. I recommend it to everyone. 2 out of 5.
I Also give it 2 out of 5, but no heart.
No heart.
I was over the movie by the time it hit an hour. I was like, all right, what's going on here? I'm over it. I got it. Canon Films level production value, which I do appreciate. It's a fun movie to look at. You know, the kind of like wackier sci-fi space swords and sandals and big muscly men. You know, trying to be Conan the Barbarian, but also not trying to get sued. But again, I was over it.
Did you know that Arnold Schwarzenegger played Hercules in a movie called Hercules Goes to New York? Or
that's not real. What? Hercules.
That is a thing I learned from my teacher today at school.
Were you watching Hercules and then they walked in? Saw you watching Hercules?
No, well, he was, and he's a 63-year-old man now, but he's a bodybuilder. Oh, okay. So I was talking to him about Lou Ferrigno.
Oh my god.
Because like we learn about muscles every single day. And I was like, dude, this dude's traps, his shoulders, you know, that muscle right here,
yeah,
are like up to his ears. Like his traps are like up here. They're so massive. And I'm like, how would you even massage that? It looks like a giant russet potato on his shoulder. My god.
I mean, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, you're telling the truth. Hercules in New York.
In New York, yeah.
Okay, I thought that, you know, I was like looking at it, you know, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, 1970s. So like maybe this is just a bodybuilder in New York, and they're just like, we're calling him Hercules because he's just huge. But no, Hercules is sent from Mount Olympus to modern day Manhattan, where he takes up professional wrestling before getting mixed up with a gang of mobsters. And it is not in
modern day story.
It's not in the Weirdo Watch list, so that might go in the Weirdo Recommends list.
Okay, cool. Hell yeah.
There we go. Yeah. That's kind of, it's got a 2 on Letterboxd.
Oof. Yeah, might be a skippable one, but
maybe,
you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger in his early days lifting things and taking his shirt off. Cool.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Does it belong on the watch list?
This one? Yeah. I'd say so. I mean, I haven't like delved into this type of movie, and apparently there's a lot of them, I guess, right? This,
yeah.
What do you call it? Canon, whatever.
Yeah, that's like a film studio that like makes them. They do.
It's like produced like a million, right? Like kind of.
Yeah, just low budget. They did the Masters of the Universe movie, Bloodsport, over the top with Sylvester Stallone. A lot of other cheap, like, genre action movies.
Okay. Yeah, well, this one, I guess maybe it doesn't belong on the watch list because there's so many like it, but pretty fucking weird. I mean, maybe it's just bad. Can I tell the difference between bad and weird?
I mean,
I'm really struggling with this question right now. I don't know if it does. I don't know if it belongs.
Yeah, honestly, I might be in the same boat as you. Like, it's got its weird elements, you know. They introduce like sci-fi, gear punk dragons and other fucking birds of robots shooting at lasers and fire, and then it's just a regular Hercules movie. Kind of, you know. I think it is kind of weird because how the fuck are you doing like space stuff and like robot dragons and Hercules and Zeus is also up in space, you know?
Yeah.
And I was going to bring up this point, but I just never did. How the fuck do his parents know his name is Hercules? Right? Because Zeus is like, my son Hercules, I have sent down to Earth to be the son of this guy, the king. Mm-hmm. And then they kill the king and his mom, and then his mom's like, go, Hercules. Go down this river, because I'm dead. And then they cut to like 20 years later, he's a big man, and they're like, Hercules, you need to do your chores. How do they know? Right. How do they know his name is Hercules?
Maybe he had a baby name tag on.
He didn't. I saw he didn't have one. There was no note.
You know what? If that's the most unexplainable thing in this movie, I'd be surprised.
I mean, they do.
Everything else is real, I think. The rest of it actually happened.
Everything is real according to Greek myth. The robots, the space,
except for his adoptive parents not knowing his name. They would have never known.
They would have given him a different names. They would have picked a different name. I guarantee it.
The Bollywood movie Bahubali, Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Fantastic movie. It is kind of the story of Hercules, but this baby goes down, and they don't know his name. That's what I'm getting. The point I'm trying to get at is
Okay.
the gripe you have with this movie.
Yeah.
They acknowledge that the people who find the baby do not know that his name
That's so
is
cool.
Bahubali.
What do they name him?
Don't remember.
Okay.
Bahubali is very memorable. Bahubali.
Sure.
Bahubali. Yeah. Good movie. Good movie. I gotta watch the second one. Do you like Bollywood movies?
I've only seen RRR.
Mm.
And I know.
Oh, if you like that one, this is a perfect.
I know technically that one's also like a Tollywood, Telugu Wood.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, because the different language, different part of the country.
Sure. To my dumbass though, I don't know the difference, so I'm just gonna call them all Bollywood. It's probably like
there's like seven
anime is Bollywood.
There's like 7 different types of like Bollywood in India. It's all just based off whatever language they make the movie in.
Well, goddamn, if it's not American, it ain't right.
I'll let you say that.
Do you speak American, boy?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Shoot.
I speak wingdings.
Ooh, I have wings in the oven.
Oh,
don't worry, the oven's off.
Okay. Cool.
Oven's off. But yeah, they're ready.
Nice.
Oh yeah. But we should spin the wheel.
We should spin the wheel.
We should spin the wheel. It's wing time.
It is wheel spinning time, and then it's wing time. All right, spinning the wheel. What do we land on? Is it old? Is it cats? It's gonna be.
Oh, if it's cats.
Survive Style 5+. I don't know what that means. Let's get to the bottom of this. All right, figuring that one out.
Yeah, I need to do something off camera here for a second, but don't mind me.
Style 5. Let's enter that. Okay, it is. It doesn't look like it's readily available, but it is. That was not mostly off camera, sir. It's a Japanese movie.
The bad part was
5 bizarre stories with no apparent connection to one and 5 bizarre stories with no apparent connection to one another eventually become intertwined, resulting in surreal circumstances.
Cool. Does it look, or how's the rating? Tell me that first.
3.9.
Oh, okay, cool.
2 hours, but it's 5 short stories, so it's going to be nicely paced, I think. Directed by Jen Sekiguchi. Hasn't directed anything. Don't recognize any of his other stuff. Let me see if I can find this on the internet somewhere, because it's not on any streaming service. YouTube's here we come. Internet Archive has it. They've got it right here. Yep. All right, so it's on the Internet Archive. I'll put a link to that in the description of the video. Of the
Hell yeah, just podcast. Like Fritz the Cat.
Like Fritz the Cat, yeah.
Thank God for Internet Archive.
They're really coming in clutch sometimes. So yeah, that means we can watch it. We don't have to spin again.
Great. Love that.
Throw that on my watch list, and then I'll tell you in 2 days what we're watching, because you're going to ask again.
That's so true. Do you know why?
Why?
Because of what I just did off camera. I can't tell you what it is, but it's going to make me forget. You know what? I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know the title right now because it's too weird.
It is.
So
yeah, I honestly don't blame you on that one. It's Survive Style 5+.
Let me say it out loud. Survive Style 5+.
Yeah. Because it's 5 stories that are not intertwined, but then they do become intertwined.
Survive Style. That's a fucking terrible name. Must be some broken translation or some shit.
I don't know that the...
or it's a weirdo.
The alternative title for Japanese is still Survive Style 5+. So...
Okay.
Yeah.
What a weirdo movie. I'm excited. That'll be a good one.
Yeah, no, this looks interesting, to say the least. Again, I don't know. I'm not friends with anybody who has seen it, but all the immediate reviews seem to be very positive.
Cool. I'm about that.
Okay, here we go. The top review. I'm only gonna read the first thing, but a few lessons imparted by Survive Style 5 Plus. Home invasion can be fun. What that means, I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. Tagline of next week's episode will be that line.
We'll see.
Home invasions. Home invasions. Could be fun.
Could be fun. Okay. Yeah, we'll watch that, Survive Style 5 Plus, and then we'll talk about other movies like we always do. What other movies? We won't know. It won't be anything new, I guarantee it.
I might talk about Lolita.
That's not a new movie.
It's not a new movie, but it's now on my radar. I know what it is now, and it makes me... It's a Stanley Kubrick movie?
It's based off a book, too, yeah.
Yeah, gross. I want to watch it. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I also know what it's about. And as long as you're saying that you think it's gross, I think you're clear, yeah.
Yeah. I watched American Beauty for the first time a few months ago. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
That's also kind of about that. Kevin Spacey falls in love with a high schooler.
Uh-oh, Kevin Spacey. Not the first high schooler he's fallen in love with, I'm sure of that.
Yeah, good movie, though. Good movie. American Beauty has won all those Oscars for a reason, okay? Let me tell you. Okay, let's wrap this up. I'm sorry. I'm going to talk about weirdo pedophilia movies.
As long as you disagree with it. You got to just shake your head while you're watching so people know you don't agree with it.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it like this.
Just thumbs down, just boo.
Well, I'm hoping. I haven't seen the movie, don't know much about it except for the gross part. I don't know, like what it's about. But like, how does it frame that?
I think it's always been like critical of it, yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's just like surface level pedophile, and then then the rest of the movie's like, this guy's not good. This is not a good guy.
Yeah, I was surfing through the reviews of the Kubrick one, and yeah, it made me think maybe this movie's a little less subjective, or whatever. Maybe it's like kind of vague and doesn't paint that guy as a bad guy, and that's kind of the vibe I was getting. I was like, I hope not, but I'm gonna watch it and find out, and watch it like this.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna go watch American Beauty right now.
All right, I will not. I'll go. Yeah, maybe I will watch The Wicker Man. I might watch a different movie instead. But
I dare you to watch American Beauty. Sorry.
I won't. I'm not gonna do that.
You won't take a dare, and that makes you a coward. Everybody, listen up.
I'm a coward.
Sorry. I shouldn't end it on a sour note. You guys, thank you for listening. Austin, thanks for inviting me to your film club.
I'm sorry I've been ragging on you this episode, Austin. You're still ending me at the show, but we gotta have one, so it's you. But all right.
Hell yeah.
All right. Thank you everybody for listening. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, rate us on Spotify, listen to us, please, and watch movies. Watch the fucking movies we tell you to watch before you listen to the episode.
That's a demand.
That is a demand. That's why we do it. All right.
Yeah, Austin.
All right. Thank you and goodbye.
Bye.